Hi, guys. Believe it or not, it is already spring and it's once again time for our Make Your Market campaign here at Rukundo International. I'm Andrea Sedlak, the founder and president. So today, I wanted to start with the amazing accomplishments that our donors and volunteers, it's truly all because of you, made possible last year. So we had 206 students at the incredible Rukundo Preparatory School. Um, we had 53 scholarships that we supported, the students with their school fees. The school had a 100% graduation rate and a 95% attendance rate, which speaks to the high hygiene standards that we have at our school. We served almost 69,000 hot meals to our students, something that students at other schools just do not get. So breakfast and lunch is included. In addition, we do run community programs out of our school building. We had 776 different kids who came to our Kids Sunday program in 2023 at least once, where they're mentored, they get a hot meal, they sing songs, they play games, they have so much fun. And of course, they're allowed to play on our playground, which is the only one in the community. 21 women graduated from our women's cooperative where they're empowered with supplemental income to pay school fees for their families and so on. We had 51 graduates from our Girls Empowerment Program, just an incredible program that allows these girls to launch small businesses which keep them in school. So 137 micro businesses were monitored. And again, just not only keeping these girls in school, but also keeping them protected from early marriage and early pregnancy, because many of them, would be brides when they were teenagers, and which would lead to, producing children as well. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You paid salaries for our 25 staff, and we also had 30 goats born between the women and the goats that we have as a result at Rukundo Preparatory School. So this year, school started on February 5th. We enrolled 220 students. So the budget for the school, about a third of that comes from parents paying school fees. Our school fees are greatly reduced comparatively to other quality schools, but some parents do pay school fees while other kids are sponsored. About 1/3 of our students have sponsorships. So some of you, maybe those people who partner with those students. If that's something you would like to do, we have a page on our website called Rising Stars. The other 1/3 of our budget, and the budget for the school is about $78,000 per calendar year. So you're paying for 12 teachers for, more than 69,000 meals this year, all on a budget of what it would cost to hire 1 or 2 teachers here in the United States. So this is the entire school budget for the calendar year. But as you heard me say before, there's about a gap of about a third of the budget that we have to close. And so that's where this campaign comes in. And that's where we hope, we'll have your full support. So it's called Make Your Market. It's an online marketplace where you can buy the things that we need to run our school for a calendar year. Our goal is to raise at least $10,000, but again, the gap is much more than that. So we would love to exceed that goal. There is literally an item for every single person. The items start at 50 cents each. So you can feed a child at our school 2 hot meals for 50 cents. So each meal is roughly 25 cents per child. The library books did sell out, woo woo, but $4 for school supplies for a kid for an entire year. Our largest item is a tent, because we desperately need a tent. We do not yet have the capacity or the finances to build a lunchroom, so our kids eat outside under the tent. And sadly, rats ate our tent during 2-year COVID closures. So that's an $800 item, and that is the most expensive item on our wish list. So here are some of the different things. Each of these things will be featured on our social media. You can come back and review this presentation. I won't bore you with all of them, but if you are willing to share this with your friends and family, all of them can afford to buy something for our kids. It's super easy. It's just like shopping online. It's also kind of fun. For those of us that like to shop, at least you just click on the different items, add them to your cart, and there are numerous ways to pay: PayPal, credit card, Google Pay, MetaPay, all of these different things. You can even put it on a payment plan, if I'm not mistaken. But I just want to bring it back. I know it's hard to envision, 220 kids, but each year we feature, one child whose life that you guys have just absolutely changed. And all 220 of them, their lives are being changed. But this year we're featuring Marissa. Her father wanted to enroll her in pre-primary education. And in Uganda, only 10% of kids have access to pre-primary education, or nursery, what we would call nursery school or preschool. And that starts at 3 years old. They're eligible to go to nursery school at 3 years. And when Melissa became, sorry, they use L's and R's interchangeably, so this would be the equivalent to our Melissa. When she turned 3 years old, he found that the closest school was more than 2 miles away. So it just wasn't possible. So when Rukundo Preparatory School opened in 2018, he became one of the first parents to enroll Melissa at our school, and their income qualified her for a full scholarship. But shortly after, a few years after she enrolled at our school, she became really sick, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. But after she visited several different hospitals, they found that she had uterine cancer. And this is something that would have been far outside the reach of her family to treat. But because of your support, because of the dollars that you donate to us, Rukundo is able to provide an extenuating medical policy to our students. So when students face insurmountable health challenges such as this, they can apply. And Marissa qualified. And I'll just read you her own words. If I was not in RPS and also sponsored by the Scholars Program, so that's the school fees, I truly don't think I would be living. I am now healed due to receiving proper medication and treatment that was paid for by Rukundo at a time when my parents could not afford it. I love being a student at RPS. I'm studying very well. I have so many friends. I enjoy learning, the nice meals provided by the school, and playing what we would call volleyball and soccer. I am very thankful to my teachers, the Scholars Department, and Rukundo for loving me and for supporting my health and education. So guys, I'm not exaggerating when I say you are not just changing, but in some cases, you are literally saving lives. And this is not the only story like this that comes out of our school. So thank you. I mean, look at Marissa's smile and just imagine, what might have happened to her if one, our school wasn't there at all, and two, if we didn't have these resources provided by our very generous donors to support students like her, who just need an extra hand up. So that's why this campaign is so very, very important, because our budget is growing, faster than my ability to fundraise alone. So that's where we hope you'll come in and you will share this campaign with your friends and family who would love to be part of Melissa's story to really change the lives of vulnerable children who don't have access to the things that, some of us have access to every single day, like free education, clean water, electricity. So we've provided this fundraising toolkit. You can click in the presentation. I'll also include it. It has everything you need to share with your friends and family. You don't have to do a thing except copy and paste, although if you add your own personal spin, that's really, really great. It also helps if you set a goal. So like I want to sell 10 desks, and desks are $22. So, I can make a list of 10 friends that I know can give $22 to buy a school desk. And then you're done. You've reached your fundraising goal. So there are so many different ways to do it, but setting a goal for a specific item excites people, and it helps you, continue to reach out until you've reached that goal. But people also love knowing exactly where their dollar is going. So they know, that they've purchased a desk for our classrooms, hopefully the new ones which are being built soon, in Uganda. The worst they can do is say no. So I know it can be, a little, I don't know, scary. I don't know what to call it. Asking people, but truly most people do not mind, or I would venture to say all people don't mind being asked to support, really great work. We changed the date for our trip. So if you were interested and the trip dates didn't work for you, we have changed the trip to Uganda over to 2025. So if that's something you would be interested in visiting in 2025, send us an email, info@rukundo.com. We would love to add you to that list as we start planning for that amazing trip where you can see our work firsthand. So here's how you can help us reach our goal for Make Your Market. Spread the word about our organization and this campaign using the toolkit we provided, following us on social media and sharing those posts. I'm also prioritizing this year, trying to host small gatherings. So if you would be willing to invite a few friends over for snacks or dinner, maybe some wine, I would love to come. Or if you're not local, do a Zoom presentation and just tell them about the important work we're doing. No more than 15 minutes, and a very low pressure, no pressure presentation, just to show our accomplishments and how you've been a part of that. So if that's something you would be willing to do, again, please just email us, and you can always, if you're not already, sign up to support us monthly, make a donation to the Make Your Market, or increase your current support. And we have tons of ways to volunteer, and we are on Volunteer Match, or you can always reach out at our email. So I don't want to take too much of your time. This video is on our market website. So take a click on it. It just highlights again the accomplishments that you helped us to achieve last year. And we just know that we're going to have an incredible 2024 ahead, thanks to your support. Thank you so much. It's always hard for me to express my gratitude for everyone who makes these smiles possible. When you walk into our school, it is just so different from other schools around, and it just makes me so proud, and I'm so grateful for everyone who's played their part in truly changing these kids' lives in Uganda. Thank you. Have a great day.